Today we have Jaime from Portugal, Lisbona. Lisbona. Lisbona.
Lisboa, yeah.
Yeah. We have met lately, so I'd like to know him a little bit better with this video call. So I think in this case, I'll save a lot of time instead of just typing and chatting. So welcome, Jamie. How are you?
Thank you, Francesco, for inviting me. It's a great pleasure to be here. I love your challenge. So great to be
Everybody.
chatting.
Yeah, everybody has seen this challenge. And now I have to do that,
Yeah.
otherwise my Twitter account will be deleted. I think I'm saying this publicly.
Yes.
I'm done.
Yes,
Yeah. So,
yes,
but
yes. A lot of
I'm
pressure.
yeah, I'm working hard on this, to be honest, because there is a lot of effort. It's not
Of
just
course.
recording. There is much more. But yes, thank you, thank you for that.
You're welcome. Happy to
Yeah,
be
thank
part of
you
it.
also for helping me because we are making this, so you are actually
Of
helping me.
course.
Thank you for this. Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Yeah, then
Sure.
we'll go move on.
Of
Yeah.
course. Well, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm Jamie,
Yeah.
in Portuguese, Jaime. I'm CEO and co-founder of Codacy. So Codacy is a product that was born roughly 7 years ago. My co-founders, João Caixeria, both Portuguese. And we started really the company because we wanted a way to develop cool products for developers. I mean, we have a very deep love to help developers. We're both developers ourselves, and so we wanted to build a tool that was used by developers and companies and at scale. And so what Codacy really is a platform that aggregates the most important insights that we see in development and gives you those insights at the right moment. So, static code analysis, code coverage, code application, code complexity, all embedded within whatever tool you use, GitHub, Bitbucket, GitLab. And so it scaled from there because we saw then that beyond the development and development teams, companies were using Codacy to standardize their own practices of development. And that's how we started to scale. Raised 14 million to date. We're roughly 50 people, now mostly remote. Everyone, I guess, is mostly remote
Yeah,
in
now I
this day and
think
age,
yes, but no,
right?
but yeah, maybe you were also are already prepared to that. So yeah, so I think
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, so
Um,
yeah,
yeah.
and
Other than that, yeah. It's been a hell of a ride.
I've tried this a little bit. I also and basically that you put your repositories. I think I used that some days ago, and basically you put your repositories, and then basically these repositories get tested. Is that right? You get also some grades. You get some errors. I also got an F on one of my repositories. I don't
I'm
I
sorry
don't
about
know
that.
why. Yeah, I think it is because it's just a list of links. So in that case, I don't know. Yeah. So and what's the business model? So what do you offer actually? So to
Good
developers
question. Yeah.
because this is a tool, as you said, for developers, and I think we are going in a way where developers they choose things and they choose what
Completely.
can be used. I think, for example, I like Docker. In our company, we started using Docker because developers proposed that. Me in this
Completely.
case, but this is what is gonna happen in these periods.
Yeah, yeah. There's a whole trend in enterprise software that is a bottom-up motion of adoption of technology, and it's the entry point of many times the technology, especially as we think about developers, are developers themselves. There's a really interesting book on this called The Kingmakers, because whatever developers choose, they can put a credit card in because they have the budget, and then it starts scaling. And this has been kind of the go-to market for many, many, many companies that have been very successful. And it's not unlike what we do. We try to provide a very meaningful, impactful, at the right time service that provides you good insights so you can get better. At the end of the day, what we really do is we tell you insights in code problems, so that you don't have to wait for others to review your code. We also take out of the equation of review everything that revolves around code style, the best practices, the basic security, so that people don't have to do that. So you can focus your review on the things that really matter, which are the functionality of the code, the business rules, and all of those important things. So yeah, we see that all the time, and I think we in Codacy have been really benefiting really from that developer mindset and of adopting technology.
Yeah. Thank you for explaining this to me in person, because I wanted to know more about this, but in chat maybe it was a bit hard to explain, maybe for you, or maybe yes, I don't know. Yeah. So, what's the current state? Do you want to evolve? Is this mature, or do you want to evolve this? Are you scaling
Good
the
question.
business?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we find is that we're in a very competitive and dynamic market.
Yeah.
It's very important to continue to innovate. So our product that we have now using with 500 customers around the whole world and thousands and thousands of developers every day, we're now preparing to bring in a new solution, a new product. And we call it Pulse, so pulse.codacy.com. And that's going to bridge the gap between the quality of your code and the business outcomes. So you think about a company and you think about, well, how does code coverage correlate with us being a better company? And it's very difficult. So we're trying is to bridge that gap and telling you the most important metrics that you have to know and track and take action to make sure that the company is moving in the right direction. So we're bringing you, it's a fantastic question because it's exactly where we are today. We're preparing to bring a new product to market.
Yeah. Thank you. So this is something that is gonna happen. I think I don't know why. I don't know when. Is this happening now?
It's happening. Is happening at the moment. We expect to launch it early Q1.
Yeah, and things move so fast that I don't know that
So
if when I'll publish this video, maybe to be already out, we have other things to work, because in the DevOps world, for example, as for me, things move so fast, so we need to update daily. It's even hard. I don't know. Maybe in the future will be hourly. I don't know.
Hourly, yeah.
I don't know.
Imagine the quantity of, let's just say, JavaScript libraries that are launched on a daily basis. We've never seen as much innovation, especially in the DevOps space, as we've seen today. So it's so exciting, but it's kind of also scary because you have to keep up with all of it, right? You know, there's a lot of the signal to noise ratio is also something to consider, right?
Yeah. I already had here, for example, people that launch their own or npm packages, and they are pretty successful, but they need to keep it updated because of all the dependencies. We have the dependencies of the dependencies of the dependencies. So that's it. Sometimes that things they break, and so it's hard, and sometimes it's hard even to maintain our code. I think this is one of the things that it's harder. I think that having a tool, or at least giving a try to a tool, because I think that I've tried many tools. I started using this. It looks very good. I'm not saying this because you are
wonderful.
Here. But I think that also trying if a tool fits for you, for your needs, is something that could give a go. Yeah, because tools can be really useful. Yeah, and it also looks pretty simple. This is because I think that the usability is one of the things that makes a tool successful. Do you agree with me?
I agree completely. You touched on something that is so important and impactful. I was reading, I think it was a few months ago, that was a huge percentage of software had a dependency, as you said, the dependency of dependency. And one of these trees was actually a project from a developer in Alaska that was just developing this out of his own time. And they had so many, everyone is really depending on that. And I think people like that actually are the unsung heroes of software development. They need tools. They need someone in their corner to fight for them. And I think ultimately that's what we're trying to do is to provide a tool that helps you get those insights automatically. So yeah. One thing that you said, I fully agree. The UI and the usability is extremely important.
Yeah. For example, also this happened to me where I work. That I found, because I work for the European Space Agency in the Copernicus project, and we found,
which is awesome.
I can't talk too much about that, but we had like a dependency of one guy randomly in the world. I discovered that. Why do we have the dependency on this little GitHub project open with just one star?
Exactly.
And yeah, and I'm not serious, but I was worried about it. It was working, but if for example, if that guy would have removed that repository, our big project would have stopped to work. And I was so worried about
Exactly.
that. Really, this is really, I still remember this because maybe for others it was normal, but when I discovered that, I was just, if this guy deleted these
Strange.
repositories, our project gets so many errors. So that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these are
So,
humans, you know, like it's people that have they have mortgages, they have rent to pay. Sometimes I was reading also, this came this, I think either this week or last week. There was an open source developer that supported a whole project that was a lot of companies using, and I think there was an accident or something that unfortunately happened in his life, and
happens.
yeah, you know, he was in the situation where, not what I do. I'm actually creating software and creating value for the whole world to use. I need someone to back me. So he said, look, unless someone helps me, I can no longer support this project. So these are humans. These are people actually supporting the world of software, and completely unsung heroes. So it's a very good point.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for explaining this to me, because I'll see, and which are the plans, because I'd like to, if you want to tell me now, because otherwise I need to check the site. I don't want to go there. Now that you are here, please tell me a little bit more about that.
About the pricing?
Yeah, the pricing, or
Of course, yeah. We in Codacy, we charge per developer because that's really the unit of value that we provide. So the on a developer, that's how we give value, and also kind of matches our cost structure. So another developer will have more commits to analyze, and that's how we have our cost structure and our infrastructure. And so each developer will charge $15 per month. And so that's what we're looking for the cloud version. For the enterprise version is really custom based. We have enterprise version, which tends to be, not necessarily, but tends to be on-prem. And for the on-prem version, we have companies that use for 50 developers, 100, 750, more than 1,000. And depending on that, we'll adapt the pricing to that scale. And so that's something that we normally like to have a discussion with the companies about that.
Yeah, it seems pretty fair. It depends, because I think it can save way more, because sometimes maybe people say, yeah, I don't want to spend the $10, and then you, all your production environment goes down and you lose. I don't know, it depends on the size of the company, of course, but sometimes so people maybe don't want to spend just a little bit. Sometimes it's really a matter of not that much, but so
it makes the difference.
it can make the difference. It's that thing that can help you. So
I fully agree. Fully agree.
So thank you for saying this.
Of course.
Maybe I connect also with the, and where can we find you? Do you want to tell us, for example, where I've seen also that Codacy has a YouTube channel, not that big, but as a YouTube channel.
I like yours. We don't have the courage to do the challenge that you're making. So.
I won this time. This time I won. I had so big YouTube accounts here, but do you? So where can we find you on socials? You or for Codacy, wherever you want. You can tell to us, please.
Of course, well, at Twitter you can find us at Codacy, and you'll search Codacy in YouTube. You'll find us as well, and you'll find me Jaime F. George in Twitter, and I'll post a number of things. Normally, I try to be very diverse, so follow me if you're interested in startups and tech and a few thoughts. Yeah,
will do. So so thanks for explaining this to me, because in this way I think it's better to hear something. It's always better. So thank you for being here. I think this will be a little. This will not last that much because we know that we are busy. We have talked about this before. So yeah. So thank you, Jamie. Yeah. Then do you want to say something to, for example, to some developers? Do you want to leave a message about?
Sure, sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Look,
Of course.
we at Codacy are really on a mission to help people, create fantastic code and fantastic products. So if getting insights automatically, standardizing code quality is something that is interesting, definitely sign up. Go see the product. We'd love to show you the product around. If you're an engineering leader, you want to get insightful metrics. We have a new product coming up, Pulse. We hope to launch in Q1. We already have a beta with amazing engineering leaders giving us input. So if that's interesting to you, let's talk. Pulse.codacy.com. We'd love to be part of that. And I just want to say, Francesco, thank you so much. I'm very excited. I'm rooting for you and for your challenge. And you have a fan here. Look, thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure. And let's continue to talk on Twitter.
Yeah, thank you for this, because for me, sometimes it's hard to ask for support. It's something that sometimes I want to do things alone. Yeah, but maybe maybe as a developer they want to do things alone. I don't know. It's my mindset, but the day everyone has seen that video. But yeah, I've decided to take this path seriously. So I think that maybe in the future, if someone will ask to me, what's the best way to grow a YouTube channel? I think it's a very good question, because a lot of people, they want to. For me, the answer will be make a challenge, and challenge yourself, do something. It doesn't have to be the same as mine. You can be, I don't have any copyright on the thing, of course, but yeah, but I think that making a challenge, it's helpful for me, for anyone. So it can also be 5 days, 4 days, or maybe or even it doesn't have to be that hardcore. It depends also on the format, of course. My format,
completely.
I get help from people like you, so I can. Otherwise, it could be kind of hard to make it like this, because I also job, so it's not that easy.
Of course.
But yeah, so I think that a good way to grow a YouTube channel in not 10 years, but maybe in a smaller amount of time, is to choose what's the best challenge for you. But so you can also talk about the challenge. You can say, when the challenge is finished, maybe you can also get the congratulations. Only if you fail, of course, you delete and you disappear. So in each case, yeah. So in each case, you are gonna, you're gonna win. So you will have. I'll have so much free time if I delete my Twitter account. So, but that's it. I like the challenges, as I said. Yeah.
Francesco, I think my opinion is that only good things will come from this. Only awesome things will come from this challenge, because I think just the people that you're meeting, the content that you're creating, that will live on. People will then that will be indexed in Google, right? There's a lot of things. I think only good things will come from here. So kudos to you, because this is also hard. I know that you're recording a lot of videos, right?
I am, but that's not enough. I need to do other work. I need to hope that my computer doesn't explode in the meanwhile. But I'm also working on this, so I'm also saving somewhere. That's it. So thank you, Jamie. It's been really a pleasure.
Of course.
I think we saved so much time, because otherwise it would be so hard for me to explain things. And I say what is this? What is this? So thank you so much. Thank you for your kind words. I need that in this period.
Of course, man. Of course.
So So I hope that in the future, I hope in the future there will be some comments like, you did it. I think in some months, or maybe you failed so hard. Comment.
I think everyone's rooting for you, man.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be an amazing thing. So yeah. I mean, by the way, whatever the outcome, the journey is what matters, and you're doing it right now, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye, man.